Hello you guys, what is up and welcome back to my May monthly reset, my very gloomy and grey monthly reset. It is so like cold and rainy out there, the lighting isn't the best, but you're just gonna have to bear with me. I'm trying my best. I've got my ring light set up, we're just like cozy vibes. Yeah, I'm so excited for today's video. I don't know where April went, but she has been and gone, and honestly it was a really good month. I feel like I really manifested it for myself. I was like, yeah, April's about to be one of the best months ever, and it was. So I'm trying to bring that same energy to today's monthly reset. I'm so excited for May, you guys. May is the month that we are finally moving in to our new house that we have been building for like 18 months now. So it's been a long time coming. We've really been working towards this. I actually never thought I'd see the day. If you guys watched my vlog from when we found out like the moving day, I got the email and I vlogged myself like right afterwards, and I was literally, I like broke down in a flood of tears, which I didn't expect to do and was mildly dramatic, but I couldn't help myself. It just goes to show it was like such a sense of relief, just so much build up and anticipation, and to know that we actually had a date and we were actually moving in and just like realizing that dream that we've been working towards for so long. It was just like the best news. So yeah, May is officially moving month, which is so exciting. I cannot wait for all the moving vlogs and moving content and just to document that journey as first time homeowners. Yeah, it's been a long time coming, so very excited to bring you guys along for that. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Ella. I'm 26 and I live in Adelaide with my husband. I work part-time as a travel agent, and I also work part-time for myself doing my social media and content creation. I do a lot of lifestyle content, lots of vlogs and personal finance videos. So if any of that is your vibe, definitely subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel out and I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'm gonna get stuck straight into it. I'm gonna go over my goals, my budget, my monthly favorites, all of the things. I'm gonna try not make this video too long because I think my last monthly reset was literally 35 minutes long, and I just feel like we can't be doing that every single month, you know? So let's get stuck straight into it. Normally I would start by reflecting on my goals for the previous month, but I wasn't very intentional with setting my goals. It was just like a bit of an afterthought. And I did write some down, but I haven't really glanced at them since I set them. And you know what, I had a good month. I don't have to always be setting goals, reaching goals. I don't know. I think I've just come to realize that feeling happy and balanced and content doesn't always have to be synonymous with like checking goals off. Of course, I want to be the best version of myself, but you don't always have to be like going through the motions. Like if you feel good within yourself when you feel like you've had a good month, what's the point of punishing yourself and like reflecting on something when you know in your heart that you feel good? I don't know if that makes any sense, but anyway, I'm just like not gonna even look at them. We're gonna like reset, set some new goals and start fresh because I feel good. April was a bloody good month. Set my goals for the month of May. I've written them down, and then I also have them on my phone as well, so I can always refer to them when I'm out and about. I find writing them down though feels a lot more intentional, and I actually like strive to achieve them. What a concept. As always, I have 4 main areas that I want to work on: business, personal, health and wellness, and finance goals. For my business goals, I want to upload 10 times on YouTube this month, so like 2 to 3 times a week. We'll see how we go with that. I just have a lot of ideas, especially with the moving process. I'm just feeling really inspired right now, so I'd love to upload 10 times. I also want to post on Instagram every week, which I've been pretty good about recently. Also start planning a new giveaway. I did one at the beginning of this year and it was so much fun. I feel like you guys give so much to me, not only like financially, obviously this is like my part-time job now, but just emotionally and mentally, to have the support and the community that I have around me. I find especially when I'm dealing with either really good things or really bad things, I feel like you guys are always there. So I would love to give back and start organizing some kind of giveaway. And then I also want to find my content routine. I actually don't know if this is the best month to be doing this given everything else that's going on around me, but finding some kind of routine and rhythm with working for myself on those 2 days. So I work Monday, Wednesday, Friday as a travel agent, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays for myself. I find that I'm not being the most productive, or I'm not making the most out of my time or those 2 days, because I'm like splitting my attention too much between things, if that makes sense. So I want to have one day that I'm like editing and doing admin stuff, and then the other day filming and vlogging or whatever it is. So yeah, I don't know if May is the best month to try and discover that, but we're gonna give it a go. For my personal goals, I want to read every day. I feel like I've said this every single month for the last few months and just haven't done it. I've just been in the biggest book slump, so I need a good book that will like grab my attention and I won't be able to put down. If you have any book suggestions, please let me know. And if I'm reading every day, I would love to read 3 books and just like really get back into it. One of my goals for 2023 is to finish 25 books, and we are behind schedule. I think I read like, I don't even know, 5 maybe? Surely more than 5. Surely. 3? I've only read 3? Oh my gosh. I'm 5 books behind schedule. That is unacceptable. I swear I've read more than that. Have I just not put them on here? No, I've literally read 3 books this year, so that needs to change. Next goal is to move into our new house. I feel like this one's pretty self-explanatory and hopefully achievable. I also want to get some film developed this month. We used disposable cameras at our wedding. We just celebrated our 1-year wedding anniversary and we still haven't gotten them developed, so I want to do that this month. I just keep forgetting about it. Also back up our wedding photos and videos. Also order our marriage certificate. This 1-year wedding anniversary has just reminded me of all these things that I forgot about. I still don't have like our proper marriage certificate. I haven't legally changed my name yet. I have been living a lie. I have. And it's gotten to the point where I've gone back to my maiden name. When I'm like signing up for things, I'm like, oh yeah, Ella James. And I'm like, who are you? Are you taking Maegraith or are you using James? Like, you need to make up your mind. So order a marriage certificate and actually start the name changing process. I feel like it's about time. This one is kind of like a work related goal, but I want to hit my target at work. As I mentioned before, I work part-time as a travel agent. Because it is a sales based role, we do have a monthly target and I want to hit it. I mean, numbers aren't everything. They don't paint the whole picture, but given I am new and I want to be doing a good job, like I want to hit my target at work. So yeah, that's just a little work related goal. And then for my health and wellness, I just want to move my body every day, just daily movement, and also stay on routine throughout all of the moving chaos. And then for my finance goals, I'm keeping it pretty simple because we are at such a transitional time, but I want to stick to my budget and then also, if I can, pay any extra money towards our debt. So we have a mortgage and a car loan as well. So those are my goals for May. Before I get into the budgeting and finance portion, I wanted to quickly run through some of my monthly favorites. I really don't have a ton to share with you guys, but just a few things I've been enjoying. Firstly, my skincare routine in general, the Synergy Skin products. This isn't sponsored. I did work with them on a vlog though, so I do have a discount code if you guys want to use it. I think smileycitrus 10 if I remember correctly, but I've been absolutely loving these. My skincare routine in general, I've been so much more consistent with it. My skin is like the best it's been in honestly years. So I have the vitamin B niacinamide serum, the Uber Zinc moisturizer, and then also the OAKLANDS gentle milk cleanser. I did their skin quiz and it recommended me the best products for my skin and what I wanted from it. So yeah, I've been absolutely loving these. I just thought I would quickly mention those. For makeup, I feel like I'm going back to my beauty guru roots. I have been loving the Mecca Max cream blushes. Actually, all of their cream products are really good. I have one of their highlighters and contour sticks, which I love, but their cream blushes in particular, I think are sensational. I have 2 colors. This one's Juicy, which I really liked during the summer months. It's just like more of a, it's like a corally watermelon color. It looked really nice when the sun was out, when I was tan. Not that it was a real tan, I wish, but this one is more of like my everyday blush color. This is called Pinch and it's like a beautiful mid-tone pink. It's like perfect for my skin tone. I love it. So I've been obsessed with these, just putting them all over my face pretty much. They're just super nice and creamy, very pigmented and quite affordable. And then the only other favorite I really have is a show called Jury Duty. I'm sure if you've been on TikTok in the last few weeks, maybe it's just my For You page, I don't know, but that's all I've been seeing on my TikTok is little snippets from this show. I had to watch it for myself and I loved it. It's on Amazon Prime. Nick and I just finished watching it last night actually. Oh my gosh, you guys, such a cool concept. It's basically like a, I would say like a social experiment, but I guess it's like a documentary style. It almost reminds me of like The Office, the way it's filmed. It's giving Office vibes, but it basically just follows this trial with a jury, except it's not a real trial and everyone is an actor apart from one guy. And he is like the sweetest, nicest human being. Like it's just a really good, feel good watch. I don't know. I'd recommend. The episodes are pretty short. I think they're like 20-30 minutes long. There's only 8 episodes, so it's a quick watch. I think we watched it in a couple of sittings and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, those are a few of my favorites for this month. All right, let's get into the budget and finance portion. I'm actually going to start by updating my budget from April. I'll be honest, I haven't really looked at it for the past couple of weeks, so I have a lot of transactions that I need to input and yeah, some maths to do. So I'm going to start by doing that, and then we will see where we're at for the month. I'm nervous, to be honest, but that's fine. Okay, I have input all of my expenses and updated my budget for April. It's actually not looking too bad. I will say anything house related you won't see here because we have a whole separate savings account for that we've just been taking the money out of. If you look at my monthly cash flow, like when I log on to my bank app or onto WeMoney, our monthly cash flow looks terrible because we're spending so much more money than we're making, but it is coming from our savings account that we have been purposely saving for. I have a whole separate house budget as well, which I ran through in one of my recent vlogs. I'll have that video linked down below in case you're interested. But in terms of like our general income, bills, expenses, nothing really out of the ordinary. I made a little bit more on my second paycheck, which was nice. Social media, I made a little bit less. I am still waiting on a brand payment to come through, which will hopefully come through this month. Fingers crossed. Surveys, this also includes cashback because I cashed out on cash rewards and shop back this month. $355.93. I always have my survey and cashback sign up links down below in case you're interested. Miscellaneous, this was the second part of Nick's cricket coaching payment, which came through, which was stunning. And then monthly rollover was less because we spent more towards the end of March than we were expecting. So yeah, pretty much as expected, a little bit more, which was nice. And then in terms of like our general bills, nothing really out of the ordinary. Rent, I will be glad to see the back of that, let me tell you. Subscriptions, Spotify, I didn't cancel my Amazon Prime because I wanted to finish watching Jury Duty. Disney Plus, we signed up for Disney Plus this month, and honestly, no regrets. Money well spent. I feel like Disney Plus is really our hitting zone in terms of content and what they have on there. And then in terms of our general expenses, groceries were under budget. I always get questions about how we spend so little on groceries, but we also spend money on eating out. So like, if you're comparing, don't. I literally budgeted $650 on eating out last month. We spent $785. That's ridiculous. I mean, granted, April is an exception. We don't normally spend $700 on eating out. We had our 1-year wedding anniversary and also Nick's birthday. So we had a couple of nice, quite expensive dinners. Petrol, we were under budget, which is amazing. We spent less than $150. I can really feel the difference between our new car and our old car in terms of fuel efficiency. It is stunning. I'm a big fan. Clothing, a little bit over, fine. Home, fine. Gifts, we only spent $4.70 and 56 cents. Coffee, a little bit over. That's, I mean, it is what it is. Health, we didn't spend anything. Yeah, honestly, nothing crazy. Makeup, I spent $58.26. Priceline were having a sale, a makeup sale at the beginning of the month, so I stocked up on a couple of things. Yeah, I mean, we budgeted $3,500 and we spent $3,131.81. So just over $350 less than we budgeted for, which is good. And then looking at our savings, we saved $2,000 towards our emergency fund. And then in terms of our debt, I think I budgeted $750 for our build. I don't know what I was thinking. It was $1,027.42. Luckily, I had like a light bulb moment just before the mortgage payment came out because I was like, that doesn't add up. Like, I've miscalculated something here. Yeah. I wish it was $750. It wasn't. We're right at the end of our building process, so our mortgage is quite high. This is interest only as well. Isn't that actually disgusting? It's fine. It's so fine. And then here's a little overview. So 25.3% went towards debt, 29.6% to bills, 0.3% to subscriptions, 27% to expenses, and 17% towards savings, which is honestly pretty good. And then here's where most of our money goes for this month. The biggest chunk towards rent. I cannot wait. Like, that's 20% of our monthly budget that we can put towards other things. Like, obviously our mortgage is going to go up once we moved into our house because we will be paying principal and interest, but even so, that's like an extra grand in our pocket, and also the bills that we won't be paying for on this house. 17.4% to emergency fund, 12% towards our land, 1.9% towards coffee. How much did we spend on eating out? 6.8%. That's quite high. I find it really interesting seeing what days we spend the most money. Like the 1st of April, what were we doing? Like what did we spend our money on? $107.85 on alcohol. That'll do it. That will do it. Yeah. Oh, $100 on, yeah, it adds up fast, doesn't it? Anyway, yeah, that's April's budget. All in all, pretty good. As I said, we spent a lot more money on that, on house stuff, but I don't feel like inputting it onto this spreadsheet because it will just throw everything off. My numbers will be, it's just too complicated. I'd rather have it in a separate spreadsheet. I know it's coming straight from our savings account. I also have our like net worth dashboard where I can input everything so we can kind of see like the progress across the month, which is interesting. Anyway, let's get into our budget for May. As always, I'm going to start by adding our income. Actually, that's wrong. I think mine's the 3rd. His is the 10th, 17th. No, that's not right. The 24th. Mine will be the 3rd, the 17th. And I think it's a 3-paycheck month, actually. Yeah, stunning. Social media, I always say the 22nd because that's usually when my AdSense paycheck comes through, which is like my most consistent, reliable income. And then monthly rollover, what are we looking at? 136.81. I'm gonna say like 130. Cool. I think that's everything. We'll just copy and paste this over from last month. Next paycheck, I think, is increasing this month. I don't know. He's been like all over the place in between like secondments and different roles, so it could change. It could be more, but I like to lowball it, and then anything extra is extra. I'll do the same with mine. 1,300. Oops. And then for my social media income, I'm waiting on a couple of brand payments. I'm gonna say 3,000. And again, if it's more, incredible. Surveys will go 100. Miscellaneous, I don't think there'll be anything. Stunning. So that gives us $11,713.44. Rent. Rent, you guys. I am so excited. We only have one rental payment, all going well, because I don't know how it works in other states, but if you break your lease, you legally have to keep paying until they find a new tenant. But given the current rental market, I don't think it will be a problem. They also legally have to advertise and actually try to find a new tenant. So we only have one more rental payment, so only $1,220. I cannot believe it. The end of an era. Gas, we'll go 40. All of these might change actually, because now we're only paying for one set of bills, but we're kind of in like a transition between both houses. So I'll just over budget 120 for electricity, or 70 for water. I think it's 94 for council rates. Yeah, 94. I'm just gonna copy and paste this because nothing is really different. Gorge. Moving down to subscriptions, we've got Spotify, which I think is, yeah, $15.99. Oh, never mind. I'll do it myself. Sometimes copying and pasting is actually a lot harder than it's worth, to be honest. Amazon Prime I'll cancel. We've got Apple, which is $4.99, and then Disney Plus, which is $13.99. I'm gonna add our mortgage first before I do any of the variable expenses. So we've got 1,374.33, which is like a fixed loan. That's for our land. That is principal and interest. And then our mortgage for our build will be interest only for May. And then after May, it will be like, we'll know what our full mortgage is. Look, I'm gonna say 1,500, but it's probably less than that. I did use one of the mortgage calculators to get an idea, and I think it said like $1,200. But as I said, I like to be prepared rather than under prepared. I need to update this and add our debt. Where's debt? Here, car loan. Cool. we'll go 500. Our car loan is less than 500, but I want to pay it off sooner. After I've done our variable expenses, I'll see if we can add anything else extra to it because I want to try and pay off our debt as quick as possible. That's the aim of the game. Groceries will go 440. We should be able to stick to that. Eating out will go 200. We've been doing so much eating out, like we need to tone it down. Petrol will go 150. Clothing, I'll say 100. Home, I'll go 100. Most of the stuff is coming from our savings, so I don't think there'll be anything else. Gifts, what do we have in May? We have Mother's Day, but I've actually already organized and paid for that in April, so we'll go 50 just in case. Coffee, again, want to try and tone it down, we'll go 150. Nick and I were actually talking about buying a proper coffee machine potentially when we're in our new house. I love our Nespresso and it's so convenient, but it just like doesn't hit quite the same in terms of like the caffeine levels. I like the taste, I think it's actually good coffee, but it just doesn't give me quite enough of a buzz. And maybe that says more about me. Like I need to reduce my coffee intake so I'm not so bloody reliant on caffeine, but it's just not quite hitting the same, which is why we go buy coffee. I also love the experience of buying coffee, but I don't need to be spending $200 on coffee a month, to be honest. So we've been toying with the idea of buying our own coffee machine. If you have one yourself, let me know in the comments what you have, if you recommend it. I've been looking at the Breville. Like there's so many different Breville types, but I think it's like the Barista Express, I want to say. One of the Barista Breville, I don't know. Yeah, if you have a machine yourself and you like it, let me know which one it is because I need some recommendations. Health will go $50. Takeaway, how much did we spend on takeaway last month? $157. We'll go $170 again because we'll probably be ordering pizza and stuff while we're moving. Entertainment will go $150. Social $150. Alcohol $100. Metro $50. Oh, $80. Rideshare $50. Books, I do want to read more books, so we'll go $30. Makeup, I don't think I need anything, but I'll just say $20 just in case. And then miscellaneous, we'll keep it $100. Is there anything else? Anything else? I really don't think so. Okay. So that leaves us with $4,041.75 left to budget. In that case, I'm going to put more towards the car loan now that I know we can. So we'll say $1,000 towards the car loan. I talked about this in my April reset, but we did take out a car loan because we needed a new car. And full transparency, we didn't have the, well, we did have the money for it, but we wanted that money for the house as well. We put a decent amount down ourselves and then financed the rest, and we took out a 7-year car loan, which I know not everyone's going to agree with or understand, but it just like made the most sense for us and our financial situation. Given that I'm partially self-employed, my income's variable, and we've had a lot of changes to our financial situation over the last few years. We know that things can change quite quickly, and we don't want our monthly repayments to be insane just in the off chance anything were to happen. So our monthly repayments are a lot less, but we're also hoping that we pay it off a lot quicker. In like a year or 2 is the goal. And I know we can do it. I know that we're in a financial position to do that, and that we have the motivation and the, I guess, like discipline to is probably the right word. We did it when we were living with my parents. We put heaps of extra money towards our mortgage. And now that we're coming out of renting and also paying for a mortgage, we can actually afford to. So yeah, $1,000 towards the car loan. I might actually even say like $1,500, honestly. And then we'll say $2,000 towards the dog, because that's a thing that we're wanting to work towards now that we're in our new house, is getting a dog. Finally, it's been like a big goal for the longest time. And then that leaves us with $1,041.75. I'm gonna just put that towards the new house. Even though we're way under budget, you never know. You know, with like moving costs, any unexpected costs, I would rather be, you know, better to be safe than sorry. I have not calculated that correctly. I'm a cent out. So sorry. 1,041.75. That should do it, all right? There we go. That is a $0 budget, baby. Stunning. That is my May budget. That concludes my May reset, I think. I've gone over my favorites, my goals. Anything else? I don't think so. I would go over my TBR, but I feel like It's the same from the last couple of months. I haven't read any of my books on my TBR list. TBH. Yeah, that's a work in progress. Definitely want to get back into reading. If you have any book suggestions, please let me know. I would love to know in the comments how your April was and what one of your goals are for the month of May. I am so excited to bring you guys along for this next chapter. I actually cannot wait. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you do so. Follow me over on my Instagram as well. I'm always updating you guys there in like real time. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for all of your love and support. Always. It really means the world. And yeah, I will see you guys very soon for another video. Bye! Do just what you want.